mission, on fait bien mission.
Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning.
Hmm?
I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting.
La bonne personne qui l'a pris. Fuck. Try again.
Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3...
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
I'll deal with this. You just hang back.
Okay, thanks. Jesus Christ! Please help! Help me! Oh my God! Jesus H. Christ!
Gone! Jim! Come on! Got nothing here.
Wait
Zero,
over there!
12!
Pop! Engage!
Wounded!
Run for your life. J'espère que j'ai pas foiré encore là.
Greetings, sir. We need to keep security tight, sir. Please move on in an orderly fashion.
Ah, you must be Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Pousse-toi, je sais où aller.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent... You'll probably know that the state... Madame
Hey, how are you?
That's good, that's good. Ah, j'ai pas fait exploser le canard.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Bon.
The dead body of Zachary Carlyle, Alexa's little brother. I wonder what happened to him, 47.
Faut bien faire les choses. Faut faire bien les choses.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you get that bird shit off the front screen of my car then?
I did, sir.
Sure about that, man?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Bon, allons interroger nos suspects. Obtenir. aspect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Il manque de quoi? J'ai pas fini avec cette chambre.
Mr. Patrick, can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole.
Perhaps a...
Why are you all up in my face,
How's everything
mister?
coming along, Elaine?
Please.
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Behave.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying.
Patrick Carlisle.
So watch yourself.
Can you tell
around
me
here, Mr.
where
Patrick.
you were yesterday
Don't worry
evening?
about me.
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? Nope, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the record. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Rebecca Carlisle. Can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's... Huh? Excuse me? I think you've dropped something. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. and he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me? After that, Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say that.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. It affects me too. Oh, hi, Martin. Rebecca here. I need you to dig up the contract we have with the law firm Morgan, Yates and Co. No, I think they revoked the unanimous vote on prolonging the lease for the New York branch. I know they can't do that. That's why I need the contract. Do you mind? You're really pissing me off. Can you just leave me alone?
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were? Yesterday evening.
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
Fuck.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He never admitted that he was this whole thing upset him and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all,
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs and encouragement. Just a single spontaneous caress, what a difference that would have made. Right. I clearly remember when I was 5. I climbed a tree and could not make my way down. I was scared and called out for help. Of all people, you heard me and...
Ok, fait que... On va commencer par ça. Je peux pas me...
When you saw me, you climbed the tree. I was relieved that help had finally arrived. But you went down immediately and said when a grown-up...
On va bien analyser les choses. Après, j'essaierai de trouver le dossier. Mais là, c'est à l'extérieur. Et où la petite photo faut que je prenne? Quelque chose qui marche pas ici. Niveau 0. Niveau 1. On va aller dans la salle des trophées.
How are you?
Attends, c'était le moment de l'empoisonner. Tabarnak.
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Hello, Janet. Rebecca Carlyle. I'm looking into some unauthorized transactions of funds from the new... York branch in connection with my mother's death. No, Janice, that's not what I mean. External interference. I need to know if anything unusual like that...
Moi, je suis à Laval, pas sûr que tu sois niqué qui que ce soit. Je pense à
jeu. Ah, il me faut un... Assis. Oh. C'est temps d'assassiner une famille.
The arranged funeral event tomorrow will take place as planned. No one can know that I am still alive. I expect you all to act your part. Last, as you all know, I have a lot on my plate and need to focus on sorting everything out, so please do not disturb me with your petty concerns. You are all adults, and as part of the elite, you will eventually have to deal with difficult situations like this. It comes late for most of you, but this is a chance for you to show what you are made of. That will be all.
What an exit. Those bags got style. Show what you're made of.
Did the portrait photographer check out? You verified his identity?
I vetted him thoroughly.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Les clés. Tu t'en vas dehors et tu montes. Parce que t'as pas les clés, tu rentres dans une chambre. Et voilà. C'est ça que vous faites.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Qui a tué cette personne? Toi aussi? Un autre passage. Très déçu.
You're trespassing and I don't do warning shots. Keep moving.
Bon, on a trouvé ça, on a trouvé ça.
Okay.
Hey, easy now, good boy.
Get back to me the second you know, okay? You need to get this under control.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating...
Something about the Sheikh before. What was he like? Maybe we should get back to... Yeah.
How are you today, sir?
Any updates, Bernabé?
Nothing new, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
A toast to my mother.
Love away with words, Stan.
Wow.
No, Mr. Fernsby.
Good.
That dreadful woman, Emma.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case?
No good's gonna...
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
What a gentleman.
Did all the groceries arrive?
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Woman, Emma.
I
threatened half the
I
staff.
spent the evening with
Things will have to
Patrick.
change once I'm in charge.
We met after dinner and I went home
We're all
at 1
just
in the
relieved
morning.
Madame Carlyle as well.
He said he
Emma
needed
won't be
someone
moving
real
in.
to talk
All
to.
things do eventually come to an end.
When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe.
And
Like a
maybe
real
keep your
princess.
feelings about Emma Carlyle to yourself.
Yes, Mr. Fernsby.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is. Rosie, you need to
How are things
forget
coming
about
along outside?
Patrick. No good's
Will
gonna
everything be
come of
ready for the
it.
funeral
Stick
event
to your
tomorrow?
own
I would say
kind.
so, Mr. Fernsby.
You mean like Chris?
As long as the birds don't
He
make
treated
too
me
much
like
of a
shit.
mess.
All he wanted to do was